thank you, Lee, for inviting me to this divine appointment. And yeah, before I came on this journey, I was getting, this is definitely a divine appointment. I mean, every moment is a divine appointment, but things kind of come, like he said, pieces come together and you start realizing, wow, you know, this is a big thing. I used to live here in Tennessee as a child, and was really connected in with the land here and the Native American spirits, and you know, a lot of the energies here, really powerful outpouring coming through here to Tennessee. And I was guided out. I was building a retreat center here, and the mountain wanted me there. You know, it wasn't free will choice exactly going out there, but I went there, and it's a very powerful place. These different places around the world, like mountains, and there's ley lines, and there's a whole circuitry that runs through the planet. But that same circuitry is in our body, and so that's something that I work with. And I've been doing a lot of prayers lately, and sending out a lot of transmissions around clearing addiction from the planet, and a lot of things. Sometimes I lay in the bed and I will all of a sudden end up in somebody's house who is extremely obese. So there's like food addictions, there's sexual stuff that's really strange that comes through. There's all kinds of weird stuff that kind of comes through that I get connected in with, and it's a global, the work that I do is real global. But it's all within the self. I really feel that we all have the all that is within us. And different people have different aspects activated within them, but I noticed along the way, I was the type of person that kind of questioned everything. You know, I experienced things, a lot of amazing things whenever I was a kid. I was waiting for the bus real early in the morning, and it was dark and the stars were out. And I looked up at the stars, I was about 12 or so, and I realized I'm the light that flows through all things, and that I was like one of those stars here on the planet, and that there were other stars here, people who were bringing in the light, and it only took a few of us to create more light. And so I had a lot of things like that coming through, and connecting in with Native American spirits, and going on vision quests before I knew what one was, and you know, things like that. But I was always questioning things, and one of the big questions was, because I was in the Bible Belt, and my father's a minister, my parents were real open-minded though, was about programming. I thought, well, is the beliefs that I have, is this just a collective consciousness that I'm tapping into, kind of like a radio picking up on stuff? You know, if you have an amplifier and you might pick up a country station on the amplifier, we're the same way, we pick up on things. So I thought, well, maybe I'm just, you know, picking up on what's in the airwaves. And so I started questioning everything. And the reason why I bring this up is I feel that this is very important. You know, I'll share a lot of stories, but it's not that the stories are important or that they have to be real. It's just a vehicle for energy. So what I learned is there were certain alignments that I felt a connection with that brought the energies in very clear for me. So I still work with the blood of Jesus and all that stuff, but I'm not like one of these people that says you have to do it this way, because I realized that the divine energies are infinite. And so when we start creating containers to block that energy, it disrupts us. We don't feel good, because we have the all that is within us. We have the extraterrestrial, the angels, the human, you know, all of it. And it wants to create, and it wants to be able to experience itself without us trying to block and limit that. I think when we try to limit those things, then we get in this disruption. So one of the things that I figured out on my journey is that it doesn't matter what I believe in as long as it comes from a place of love. And so the stories don't matter. You know, they're beautiful, and they connect you in. And you know, I use crystals and stuff, and that directs energies. They use them in computers, silicas, and everything. And but we are crystals. You know, we have water in us. We have the crystals in our bones. And what I learned is that when we go into trust, when we don't, because a lot of people really question on some level whether they're a thinker or not. A lot of people, on this planet, we're moving from the mind into the heart. And so it's not that we fight the nature of thinking about, you know, what's real for us or not, but I finally realized at the end of the day that it's not about right or wrongs, it's not about duality, it's just about the Sacred Heart.